It all started with my association with a close relative of mine who was undergoing renal failure and who was undergoing dialysis. First, she was put on hemodialysis and it failed. And then she was put on peritoneal dialysis. She was also working in a bank and she had to come back from the bank at odd hours, do the peritoneal dialysis exchange, and then go back to bank. Me being a normal engineer with a bit of hardware and software background, I thought there must be a simple portable mechanism to do this cycling part at workplace itself so that there's no disruption in work, so that there's no permission required and all that stuff. They can just continue their lifestyle normally. This was my primordial vision or the use case or the requirement which I wanted to meet. So I talked to her doctors, I talked to other patients, I talked to PD technicians. They were all looking, the idea is very good, it's fine. But no, it was just an idea. It was waiting in the mind until BIRAC stepped in, Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, an arm of DBT. They have really got something known as a big grant, this Biotechnology Ignition Grant, which just gives funding for such ideas which are in the mind. So we got about 38 lakhs. This was in 2014. We got about 38 lakhs funding just to bring out a proof of concept of what I had in mind and to manifest this entire idea into the reality. So we finished it in another year's time and we showed it to doctors, nephrologists. We keep on reviewing the product as and when the use cases, the requirements, the specifications, and the build. Actually, we were very fortunate to have an interaction right from day one with our key stakeholders. So it is a blessing in disguise from above, so that we were able to iron out all the chinks, whatever little limitations we could get into the product, so that it is where it is today. And again, we got support from BIRAC in terms of SIBRI grant, which is for validations, tests, and trials and all that. And we used that funding for doing our animal studies. We did our studies on veterinary college, Veperi Veterinary College in Chennai, on a few dogs. They also get into similar problems. They eat a lot of sweets, cakes, and sedentary lifestyles, and they get into exactly renal issues like what humans do. And the doctors, the pet owners, they found this solution amazing because the entire process has been made automatic and it's very simple, both for the animals, very convenient, and for the owners to ensure that they do the dialysis without any problem. So actually, there's a huge opportunity in the vet space for what we are trying to do. So hopefully we'll first finish the human trials and then go on for others use cases or other domains as well. Well, qualifying for something such a phenomenal scale, a national scale, and so many thousands of entries, and you're being selected in top 20 itself is a huge prize for us. It's kind of a validation for what we have been doing. There's another big group who is coming and said, yes, look, what you're doing is something really good. That itself is a huge motivation, huge plus for what we have been doing so far. So it gives us the fuel, it reignites the whole effort, like what we are trying to do, and propels us further and up and above. It's really a great, in fact, what we are looking at is, we have been looking at various competitions and trying to apply. Of late, some 3-4 years down the line, there have been so many organizations who are coming out with these kind of challenges and with these kind of competitions. And I'm very glad that ZS Prize has come out with a huge prize money, which attracts everybody and then tries to put in that. In fact, even we came into trying to pitch our hat into the whole ring. But I think it's a phenomenal, much needed effort. And I promise there are 100 more innovations awaited to be recognized in our country, because where there's a land of huge mindset, entrepreneurs, do or die attitude guys who are out there. I would say more and more such efforts from ZS would really be very, very encouraging and welcome for the whole country and for the whole healthcare system. Yes, this was my first formal mentorship, where in the sense we had interactions on a periodic basis and look at reviews, like what has been done. We were looked at progressive interactions and stuff like that. But basically, I was mentored right by my patient, who is the first guinea pig, or I would call, and then my first doctor who was reviewed. So I was always looking for mentors, people who would give more inputs. Anyway, even the bus, when I just travel, when I talk about this, I'll say, is there any idea? Is there any way you can improve it? In terms of, I talk to relative people who are in distribution channel, or people who are anywhere related to healthcare and so on. So my mentoring is kind of perennial for me. It keeps going. I always, like an antenna, keep twirling around and look at what kind of inputs can come in. But yes, coming to ZS, this is, as I said, a formal engagement where we had a fixed schedule and say, look, this is what we are today. Now we are going to meet in another 2 days. Now let's see what is the plan for the next 2 days. We both myself as well as our mentor, decided what we need to do each other. And then we touch base again after the second day or third day, whenever the schedule. And we went on to go ahead. This is a kind of a very, very strict, a very professional, and let's say very, very useful mentoring session, which went on in between us and our CS mentors, which was very nice. Actually, the moment we talk about various stakeholders, they try to bring in so many of their expertise here. Whereas our CS mentor, what he was able to bring in is, he had a huge experience in the industry, because he's a part of healthcare system and he was working in that. So his dimension, the way he can see the product, where he can look at my problem and how the world will see in a different way, was very much caught on in each and every session. So we were looking at threadbare each and every point which I was discussing, how it would be taken by the industry, how it would be taken by the other stakeholders, and we were refining it. And things which were good were appreciated, things which were not very well brought out, very importantly, they were our mentor helped us to bring it out more correctly, more aptly, I would say, so that the light is shined, the focus is shined on the whole this thing. So in fact, I would say more than ourselves, our mentor was very keen that you should get the top prize kind of. That was the kind of involvement our mentor had with the ZS prize. And thank you very, very much for everybody who has been able to make this thing up to this, whatever the session, what we have come so far. And a special thanks to our mentor for doing all these things. This mentorship and this whole journey has added a huge value in a totally new dimension, in terms of we have finished a prototype, we have finished a proof of concept, and we have got bit of trials running in and so on. Now we need to go to the market, what it would be to try to sell it or try to commercialize it, or what are the ways to go ahead and do it. In that dimension, this mentoring process or this whole ZS effort has thrown a huge different light altogether. Like, for example, there were so many points brought out in terms of go-to-market, because we were all over the place. We were trying to, we'll do this, we'll do that, and all this stuff. Whereas our mentor was able to say, look, let us put in different buckets and say, this is this bucket, you're going to do this. Now, it was able to really clear all the confusional, all the noise in the mind, and try to make a nice orchestra. Like, you want flute, this is the flute here. You want piano, this is the piano out here. So it made a beautiful song in the sense. Now we know exactly, okay, how to create or compose a song, knowing that individual pieces have come beautifully. It's not just go to market. It's talking about how do we strategize our assets, what are the IPs, how do we strategize, and so on. And that is one aspect. And looking at how do we look at funding or fundraising, or how to do a networking, that's another aspect. And another third is they are looking at we are having a roadmap, we are going to do this, we are going to do that, so many things. So they put a neat roadmap and say this should be the timeline, what you have to focus. So that kind of gives us a roadmap for the future. Forget about now or the price. So it gives a clear clarity on how to go about next step, 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line. So this is something, again, a divine gift, a blessing in disguise, I would say, for our journey, for our effort, what is going on. Our dream hasn't changed right from day one. We want to empower renal patients with a near normal lifestyle. Because I have seen with my sister-in-law, I've seen so many patients struggling in so many aspects, which we thought, okay, let us bring back the lifestyle. And I want dialysis to be as simple a wearable solution, like you wear specs for vision correction or impairment or improvement or whatever it is. We should totally cut off the dread, the stigma, the affordability issues, everything together. It must be a part of your body, which is an artificial thing. That's why we are trying to bring in, which is my dream also, is miracle dialysis. I just try to name it out also as well, which stands for Mobile Interconnected Recyclable CAPD Life Empowering Dialysis. So it's a wearable solution what we are trying to build on the OmniPD technology, what we have come out with so far. So that is the kind of vision which has not altered or not changed or pivoted anywhere here and there. There are so many tributaries added to the vision, which is try to make it very grander. But the idea, the core dream is this dialysis, this effort, whatever I am trying to do, should reach all the patients in the world, the needy, the rich, the urban, the rural, the affluent, not so affluent, the aware, the people who are tech savvy in urban, people who are not so tech savvy. There should be no bias, but I want every renal patient who is unfortunately has been already punished by nature so much should be able to have a normal lifestyle and bring cheers to himself, herself, their families together. That is my dream and my vision, what we're trying to do.